Ooh.
The year is 2013, and we are going to talk about the frozen ground. Water rush.
Remember that? Legion of Doom?
I didn't realize Legion of Doom was so blackable.
Oh, the beer.
How do we do this show again?
The beer is Penrose Milk Shake in a Snow Storm Strawberry Milkshake IPA. Now, I mentioned earlier, I have had this one before, and I don't want to. I won't say anything too. Based out of Geneva, Illinois.
Yeah. They're just Thursday.
Ooh.
Oh. This is another brew brewed with lactose.
So, the reason I got this, I figured you guys would enjoy it, but so Penrose I had kind of written off for a while. I went to the brewery, God, this was like when they first opened, and it didn't do anything for me. And then maybe a couple weeks ago, I think it was a sour and then this. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I was pleasantly surprised. So that's why I picked it up. Yes.
Who am I?
Oh! All old WWF references. It's still WWF.
Flash, you are so funky. Remember that one? Flash Funk? This is Funkettes? You don't remember?
Is that a wrestler?
Flash Funk, yeah.
Wasn't there a Grandmaster?
I remember.
It was a rapper, but they had Flash Funk.
Oh, yeah.
And he was too cold Scorpio.
I remember Terry Funk.
Yeah, Terry
that's
Funk
cool.
also. Yeah, Terry Funk. Chinchilla Charlie.
And then Hakeem.
The African Dream.
Yes. Big fat
He
white
walked
guy.
like this.
Yeah. He was so fresh.
It was awesome.
Oh, God. Not very politically correct back then.
Oh, no. It was no.
Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, it does too. Yeah.
That black woman that came out with him, was that supposed to be his mom, or? Because here's the thing. I mean, he was like this big.
Yeah, Sweet Sapphire.
Was that supposed to be his mom?
No, that was just
His manager or whatever?
No, she was she was a truck driver. She drove trucks, like semis for them, but because Dusty Rhodes is all about like blue collar hard work.
America.
Sweet Sapphire. Like, that's she was.
Oh God, the count that song is so
Yeah,
awesome. Dum dum dum, his American dream. Working down, church chicken, working hard on the oil rig. Look over there,
And you figure.
and I'm back over here. Look out! Here comes the big boss man. I'm gonna get you now.
Remember he hanged himself?
What?
No, Undertaker hung him.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Wait, what?
Apples and oranges. Yeah, it was a big thing. Like Undertaker.
Was that a Hell in a Cell match?
Yeah, I don't think it was a Hell in a Cell. Yeah, Taker hung Big Boss Man in the middle of the ring. And then remember when the Big Boss Man went to the Big Show's, the Big Show's dad died, and Big Boss Man went to the funeral and tied a rope to the casket to the back of a cop car and drove off it. And the Big Show is on top of the casket and he's flying down the road.
So I was watching. There's this Instagram page called the WWF Golden Era or something like that, and it's the casket match between Yokozuna and Undertaker.
Yeah.
Special guest enforcer was Chuck Norris.
That is so awesome.
Dude, and he's just like standing there.
Yeah, they had to make the double wide casket for Yokozuna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when the snake was at Macho Man's wedding?
Yes! Yes! Oh, I love Macho Man's Wedding Man. Ooh, candlesticks. Remember that? A blender. Don't you remember after they got married and they were going to open their presents? It's like, ooh, a blender.
Yeah.
That's why anybody that I go to a wedding and they get gifts,
Ooh,
you get any blenders or candlesticks. My one buddy, I got him 2 blenders, and
why would someone need 2 blenders?
I got it from the thrift store, so they were like 70s blenders. He loved them because he was a big wrestling fan, and he didn't. when he just went to the courthouse, so it was basically just a reception he had. So he didn't really, he just wanted his friends over, so he didn't care about gifts. So I got him 2 blenders and one of those like weird like egg, this like egg thing or whatever, where you put a hard-boiled egg in it and you push it down and it cuts it.
Oh yeah, we
So
used to
yeah. So I got him that and 2 blenders. It cost me like $15. It was a great wedding. It's like, that's what weddings should be. I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars to go to, it's like, why? I don't understand it. So
I get it.
Yeah, good times. What do we do?
Frozen ground.
You are.
Brandan.
You are.
God, we're 6 minutes in. Christopher Lee.
I'm Ryan Lee.
Oh.
The share! I have very few notes for this
Me too.
movie.
It was based on actual events.
Yes.
So when I saw that,
Oh, that's my first note.
I paused it.
Oh yeah, keywords.
Oh, yes.
Jesus
Man.
Christ.
Based on a true story.
Yeah.
Good segue.
Ah.
Serial killer.
Ooh.
Strip club.
Yeah.
Anchorage, Alaska. Pole dancer. What? Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh no, Alaska. That's where all the people disappeared.
Oh.
That's the 5th kind, or
Fourth kind.
4th kind. 4th kind.
8th kind.
30 seconds time.
Sorry, go ahead. Is that it?
Yeah, that was it. Pole dancer was the last one.
Stupid.
Based on true events.
Yep.
So I paused it and looked.
Is it?
I wanted. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, see, I looked at it, yeah.
It's an actual serial killer.
Mhm.
It was like pretty much followed what he did.
Yeah.
Well, in it. But like I don't see that being a movie. Like,
Why?
It just I don't know, because it was like he did this for a while. I don't know. It just didn't seem like that.
Pretty
his
fucked up. Like he
story.
He kidnaps him and then puts him in his basement
Maybe.
and then he flies him to this island so he can do the most dangerous game.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was
Literary reference.
maybe
Oh.
if it was a better movie, I would have liked it.
It wasn't.
Oh, that's what we missed. Brandon, do you recommend this movie?
No,
Okay.
I do not recommend it. I thought it was a very good story. I thought there was some quality actors. It was a young Vanessa Hudgens.
Yep.
In it.
Oh.
She played
Just
the.
making pictures of her online.
Did she consent?
I believe she sent him to Zac Efron and then they leaked online. And then I think at the MTV Movie Awards, Dane Cook was presenting an award and then he's like, "Hey, keep your clothes on, girl." And then she's like, "Oh, I can't believe you did that live." Live!
Hey, remember when he was funny
Yeah, he's not.
for like a day? I never like.
I say we
yeah. Yeah, like I said, good cast. I think bad director. I didn't like. I thought how I don't know. It seemed to jump. I didn't like it. I didn't. Too much nothing going on. I kind of do. I like serial killer movies. I think that they're interesting, but this one it just didn't connect with me at all. Like I don't know. I just didn't like this at all.
Did you like John Cusack?
He shouldn't have played a serial.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. No, I didn't. Maybe it's because I've seen other people play better serial killers, and he just wasn't up to par. He was a good actor. I'm not saying he did a good job, but I believe it could have been better with a better actor to portray a serial killer. Because to me, how he acted, I was like, this is just John Cusack.
I thought he did a good job, with the stuttering and the very.
It was okay.
Cold.
Have you seen Mindhunter on Netflix?
Yeah, I loved it.
Those people did great jobs as serial killers portraying.
Yes.
They did great jobs. I compared it. I don't think he did as good job. I think he's a great actor. I just don't think he shouldn't have been this.
Did all serial killers wear very dated glasses?
Yeah, I know. That's pretty neat, right? I don't wear glasses anymore. I will. Oh! You hear that, viewers? You better like this.
Subscribe. Brian, do you recommend this movie?
I do.
Wait, are we still on?
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah, you
Christ.
fucking filibuster
Man,
over there.
seriously.
And another thing.
I forgot
I feel
what it was.
taxes. And, sorry.
No,
We don't have that sheet with the outline. That's why we're all
That's
we're all
why.
fucking
Yeah. What are we
fucked up.
doing?
God, we're 50 episodes in and we don't know how to run this. Yes, do you recommend it?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it held my attention.
It really?
Yeah.
It didn't have.
And I mean, it had some. Yeah, I like John Cusack in it.
Yeah.
Nick Cage was all right.
Maybe
Vanessa Hudgens, I didn't like. She was actually probably my least favorite.
Maybe that's like a big part of why I liked. I hated her in it. Not her, but how she portrayed this character.
Yeah.
I just did like it. Completely turned me off.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I just didn't want to give it a chance. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I should rewatch it. I don't. But
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
yeah, I'm not going to.
I mean, it's another thing where I won't.
Yeah, but I know.
It was all right. I wouldn't watch it again.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah.
You?
I liked it. It's kind of in the same category as 8mm,
I thought the same thing.
where it's like, it's good, I like it, but the subject matter is dark enough where like, I know I won't rewatch it.
I agree.
See, I could rewatch. I have.
I mean,
8mm.
me too.
Yeah. So I like.
But I mean, again, it's when I think of like, oh, like,
Yeah.
let's watch a Nick Cage movie, I think like with a group of friends, you're at a party, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, this is a movie you put on in a party.
Hey, let's watch this one, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually liked this movie a bit.
There is a lot of very generic rock music.
Yes.
And there was one that was playing, and I was trying to do like the thing where you have your phone listening to music, because like there's like this like rock and guitar solo going on, but it wouldn't recognize it for whatever reason.
It's White Snake.
I wish.
Seriously, I actually.
Is this love?
I actually was listening to White Snake yesterday. I got home from the concert I was at.
The White Snake concert?
No, the Movie Life concert. Which thank you again, Vinny. That was the right concert. Yeah, no context. Sorry. And I got home maybe 11:30, and then I
decided to listen to White
I
Snake.
started listening to White Snake. I'm just like.
I hope it's like really loud too, right?
Of course, yeah. I don't. Okay, if the dog upstairs barks.
Oh yeah.
I don't care.
Fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to keep their dog quiet. I mean, but trick is, it doesn't bother me. So in their face.
What White Snake were you listening to?
What was it called? I don't know why. Dude, you can't ask me names of things. I'm so bad with names and words.
Sing it.
I'm actually going to look it up.
Jesus.
You pushed me to this.
So, in the very beginning, the cops knock down the door of Vanessa Hudgens' apartment or whatever.
Yes.
She's crying in the bathroom. She has what?
Here I go again.
Oh yeah.
And I played it like 5 times.
Put that shit out.
And I was like singing it like loud. So I bet you my neighbors really hate me. And the funny thing, I didn't like drink really either. I was just like
really feeling it.
I was just
Really
feeling
love
like-
White Snake.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was a hustle, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kansas.
That's okay.
Yeah, I was doing White Snake in Kansas.
Once I rose above the noise.
Yeah, it was actually favorite song. Yeah,
What other fucking song would it be?
Yeah.
What other cliche songs did he listen to?
That really hurts my feelings, but I'll let it slide. It's fine. I don't know. I like
Bob O'Reilly.
just
Actually, I really like
in the mood to listen to him. I don't know.
Hey man. That's okay. Don't feel bad.
What was we doing?
What? Vanessa Hudgens, she's in her apartment, she's handcuffed because she had been kidnapped, whatever. And so she has her these handcuffs on, and she's like, oh, get me out. And the police officer like, oh, okay. He grabs some keys and unlocks them. So what I want to ask you guys is, does if you have handcuff and handcuff keys, do those keys work for every handcuff in the world?
I think so.
I think if they have to be,
I think they work for a majority of
police
handcuffs.
issue. They got to be police issue.
Oh.
If they're police issue handcuffs, your keys
Why didn't she just press the little button on the side?
That's what I was gonna say, because they do sell those like other handcuffs where you can press a little button and be like, I'm a sorcerer, that kind of stuff.
Or you just break your thumb and just slap out. I just for some reason assumed that all handcuffs were like door locks, where each one is unique.
Yeah.
Skeleton key.
Yeah. Skeleton.
Also, the very beginning, not sure if you guys caught this. It's it shows Nick Cage, Nick Cage, and he's at home with his wife and his daughter, and they're getting ready in the morning.
I hated
You're already groaning.
I didn't like his wife either.
She's barely in it, but
she wasn't in it very much.
I didn't like the asshole cop where he was like telling Vanessa Hudgens that she was the one that caused.
Oh yeah, that guy was an ass. Yeah.
Like all the.
I don't know if you guys caught it. So it's Nick Cage and his family getting ready in the morning. I think it's in the morning. But basically, the daughter comes running in. She's like, "Oh, Daddy!" And Nick Cage picks her up and he goes, "Ah!" and then puts her back down. So I feel like in the scene he was supposed to like pick her up and like, "Hey, honey, how are you?" But he just like picks her up and then immediately puts her back down.
Wait, you're not my daughter.
Wow, what is this thing?
So that made me chuckle.
Something that I really enjoyed was 50 Cent's wig.
Yeah. When I saw 50 Cent, I'm like, dude, there might be hope. There might be hope for this movie. But he was in it like 2 or 3 scenes he was in. I was like, oh, but his wig was fantastic.
It was so good.
Great. Yeah.
Oh,
and I just love how the cops cared more about their careers.
Right.
Than they cared about trying to find.
It was really hard for him to get that warrant.
Yeah, it was like,
oh, you should have listened to Warren.
She's my.
Oh, I was gonna say heaven.
Cherry pie.
Heaven is a tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I got a picture of the pie.
I feel like most of these episodes are me singing to you.
No, yeah. Just like we're not recording.
Just next to your bed.
It helps me sleep.
So Vanessa Hudgens, basically, because we find out later that she was tortured and kidnapped and raped by John Cusack, who's a serial killer.
Yes.
But she's at home, all traumatized from when she's still handcuffed. The police ask her what happened. They get the handcuffs off, and then she goes to the hospital. And so she's at the hospital. They don't really check her out. She goes home, and then so it shows there's a scene of her like at home, like watching cartoons. But next to her bed is a oddly large size carton of milk. Because
I don't know how old she was when she did this movie. And I'm like, man, she looks young.
Yeah.
But then the fact that she goes home, is drinking from a carton full of milk, snuggled up with a stuffed animal and watching cartoons, I'm like, ooh, this is weird.
I think the real life Cindy was like 17.
Yeah, 17, just turned 18.
Oh yeah, they do say that.
Yeah.
Yes. There was one actually. But I'm all over the place. If you can just kind of take away what happened in that rape dungeon, it was pretty swanky down there.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Dude, he had a fucking pool table and like the animal.
Lots of wood paneling though.
Yeah, but for the time, so whatever.
Well, we have wood paneling. I
Listening to love songs by yourself.
there was like so early 2000s. There was my buddy. We'd all every weekend we'd go to his basement and like drink, and that was what we do. That was like the friends' place to go to. Everything was brown in the basement. The couch is brown, carpet brown, wood paneling. The bar he had down there brown. Everything. So it's like when you're in brown, it's calming. It was. I remember feeling that. I think like the wood pan thing. Like it doesn't bother me because it's like a super calming thing.
Are you sure it wasn't the beer?
I didn't drink. Actually, I did drink because I said
Is it really?
yeah, no. Well, it's probably a mixture of all of it. Because I'd be down there. I used to go watch like UFC down there with no booze, and it would just be just nice and just relaxed. I don't know what it is. Maybe I think the color is just a common color. So wood paneling is great.
Oh,
you know, my whole place: ceiling, floors, walls, windows, wood paneling. Windows, wood paneling. She's my cherry pie. All right.
The first scene with John Cusack, it's basically like him walking into his bakery or whatever.
Yeah.
But I had a good chuckle because there's a police officer, I think, in the bakery. But his line is, "Oh, hi, Bob."
Yeah.
But very like The Room-esque.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't recognize you. That's me.
Oh, hi, Mark.
You always play psychiatrist.
I gotta watch that. I haven't seen it forever.
Hi, doggy. You're my best customer. So when Vanessa Hudgens was leaving somewhere and she was walking down that alley, there's that moose.
Yeah.
I really wanted that moose to talk.
I'm like, please.
I'd be okay with that.
Going to the family.
Yeah, like, where's Rocky? Am I right?
Moose, voiced by Sylvester Stallone.
Come on, hop on my back. We'll get out of here.
So, is that what Alaska was like in the early 80s? Just a lot of just strip clubs and bars?
I was born in 1985, so I wouldn't know.
I was born in 82.
You tell us, Grandpa.
It was. Because the movie said so. Yeah, I just thought it was crazy.
Why was it crazy?
Because all they just showed that's what the life was like. It's strip clubs and bars. That's everything it is.
I think it was just that one street or that one.
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
They're Skid Row. If you will. We're naming all the 80s jams.
We are, yeah.
Better look out for scorpions. Ace of Base.
Because they saw signs. Yeah.
Alabama.
50 Cent was in this.
Yeah. Oh, Nelly.
Remember that song?
Last time.
My notes, not much. I'll reiterate. I really thought it was a good story.
Yes. It's a true story.
Yeah, but I thought, though it was portrayed, it was okay. It was good. I just think the directing of I don't know. It didn't. Maybe because it didn't catch me. It didn't hold on. There were just certain parts where I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, let's go, and then it would just fall flat for me. It didn't hook me at all. And I think if it was just once, I might have been like, okay, it didn't hook me, but it's still. But because it did it a few times where I thought it was gonna hook me, and it just didn't. I think that's why I was just like, ugh.
I feel like there were lots of scenes of her just like walking down the street.
It was just too much of just like nothing going on. Just like that. Just like that. Or the going to the DA and saying, how many times did he go to that office and say the exact same thing? Then like the third or fourth time they say the exact same thing, and he finally says yes. It's like I don't know if that was actually the real story or what.
I don't know if you guys caught it, but when they're searching the house, John Cusack's house, and they like finally go up into the attic, and so then they're like, Nick Cage, you better come see this. And he goes up there and he's like, we found the guns, and all of a sudden you hear, whoa, yeah. I think you'd be a little bit more pumped about that. Dookie scowl. What? Oh, who does that? Like someone's just like
Cusack maybe.
No, it was a girl.
Not Vanessa Hudgens, but the chick that gave her
I
crystal meth.
There's a lot of hoes in there.
Remember when Nick Cage confronted?
There's a lot of hoes.
Well,
They're literally They are.
I think
they're prostitutes.
That's the part where Nick Cage confronted that one chick that gave Vanessa Hudgens the crystal meth. Remember?
Yeah.
I was shut this
whole place down.
Yeah. I liked that. Yeah, that was really good. I think that maybe because I think when Nick Cage left and she gave a look, but I don't know.
No, it's when they're questioning John Cusack in the
yeah.
the thing, and then they bring her in to like just like the biggest like
she didn't change her which I actually thought that was the best thing that she did throughout the entire movie.
She just had the shit like
because like she was just like, you are horrible, like you could I actually felt emotion off of that. Like I felt like she actually, that person, not necessarily that person, went through something, and she's looking at the person that did it to her. That was it.
I do like. I mean, we'll go back, but with that scene. Yeah. So I mean, basically, they're just like egging on John Cusack to basically like make him confess. Yeah. And he does after the shit scowl. He's like, and then John,
you know, the big old fart.
No. And then John Cusack's like, I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Yeah.
And then his lawyer goes, oh, Bob.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It's funny, like, watching this morning.
Yeah.
I just wow.
It just...
It's like a disappointed wife.
Yeah.
And like it's someone's husband who just yelled the N-word at a picnic or something. Oh, Randy. Well, I have black friends. It's cool. Oh, God. And then the only other note that I have is just the weird rock music at the end where they're showing the pictures.
Super weird.
Like, like this weird, like, rip off Three Doors Down.
I liked the kind of little true backstory they gave. Like, this is what they did. This is what happened. Like, I thought that was kind of. I'm glad that they didn't just leave it and say, okay, here's the movie.
Yeah, but you kind of know they're gonna do that with these based on true events movies.
I guess. I never think that. I never assume. I never assume they're going to.
And that's it. I actually didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Just because. So like, take Zodiac for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like they kind of leave it open ended.
Right.
So that's why I was kind of
love that movie.
Oh yeah. Me too.
Fincher.
Yeah. Zodiac was great.
So I just want to point out two scenes that I actually really liked, and it's like one of the reasons why I like this movie. So there's a scene where Cindy goes back to the strip club and she like hides in the bathroom, and then both Nick Cage and John Cusack are trying to find her,
right?
And they're both like kind of going at the same time. Like I thought that was pretty suspenseful.
I'd say so.
Okay, don't care if I.
That try two.
And then I also really like the interrogation scene where Nick Cage and his partner are like interviewing John Cusack, I think the first time. But it's basically, so they're like talking to him, trying to like kind of poke and prod. But like every couple of minutes, Nick Cage leaves the room and like, oh, we haven't found anything.
Right.
And then he goes back and you can tell like Nick Cage is a little bit more nervous.
Right.
And then he leaves again. And like, so that's kind of like cool editing. Like,
I liked that. Yeah, I did like that part. Yeah,
so
that was kind of neat. Yeah.
Sex dungeon. Imagine sex on a bearskin rug. Imagine.
I'm trying.
But I assume
I got a bear claw.
Grr.
Next time I'm on a dead bearskin rug. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. I'm just so. I look at Brian and we were like, yeah. And I go to Chris and he's like,
Randy.
Yes. He's like, you're all right. He's like our disappointed dad.
So our recommendations haven't changed.
Yeah, I still recommend it.
Don't recommend.
Actually, I recommend it a slight bit more now.
I will say, I still don't, but you guys have put me closer to recommending it.
I would agree. Vanessa Hudgens isn't. She doesn't add anything.
I didn't feel sympathetic for her.
Either.
Which is a terrible thing to say.
No, really. I felt the same way. I think it was just the few things like that throughout the movie just built up, and I was like, I'm done.
And with the little reading that I did, I think that's... So from what I gather, the beginning is true and like the ending is true. So the beginning, basically how she escaped, and the fact that they found her with handcuffs, that part's true.
Yeah.
And then the ending where the police find the guns and the jewelry, that's how they're able to like link him to the crimes. But I think all the middle part where she talks to Nick Cage and then runs away, and then she talks to Nick Cage and then runs away, I think that's all Hollywood. So I think that's like the true parts are interesting. The Hollywood parts.
So I agree with that.
Hey, what I didn't understand though.
Hey guys.
After I did that, I'm like, that was weird. I'm like, you're right here. So Vanessa Hudgens, when she's at Nick Cage's office, and she goes, "Who's that? Your sister?"
Yeah.
But here's the thing: they look like adults in the picture.
Yeah. And she's supposed to be 17.
Oh yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, she died when I was 21, I think."
Yeah, and she was 17.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't buy that at all.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, right, movie. You're fake. Yeah, I told the movie.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I'm flexing. I'm flexing people that aren't.
Subscribe to YouTube to see Brian flexing.
Yeah. Tough guy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you nervous. Well, you know.
Yeah. Hey!
Do we usually do budget or trivia first?
Trivia.
Okay. This film was shot in 26 days.
Wow.
Actually filmed in Alaska, I believe.
Yeah.
By the end,
Yeah.
By the end of filming, the days had 3.5 fewer hours of daylight.
See, I want to go to Alaska, and I want to go when it's daylight 24, just to experience it. I'm going to be there I just want to see what it's like to have daylight 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
I think it'd be, but I wouldn't want to be there for like a long time. I know it would just mess with me.
But you know what though? Daylight come, man, and you want to go home. Wow.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. That's good. I'm proud of you.
As soon as you said daylight, I'm like, here we go.
Yeah, I knew he had something.
Put it in my back pocket.
I've been to Alaska once. I liked it. It's very picturesque.
Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I want to do the whole like day constantly, and just I want to see just picturesque days.
Whoa.
Did you have a stroke?
Maybe. I'm still kicking.
Try my barbecue sauce.
Nicolas Cage's character, Jack Holcomb, is based on retired Alaska State Trooper Detective Glenn Fluff.
What's the name? Glenn who?
Fluff.
So basically,
Fluff?
Nick Cage's character has whatever name, Jack Holcomb, but he's actually based on a real detective.
You're right, but like the peanut, like that fluff.
No, Fluff.
Flothe.
Oh,
Flothe.
I thought it was like the fluff you pronounce it. You know what I'm talking
marshmallow
about?
fluff?
Yeah, marshmallow fluff. That's what I thought. I was like,
shit's nasty, dude.
I haven't had it probably since I was a kid.
You probably had sluffernutters.
Yeah, I did.
So, the last two bits of trivia are very interesting for very different reasons. So, this one's just like oddly specific. When Vanessa Hudgens pole dances, she wears a Notori Feathers plunge contour bra.
Very happy for
In
her.
case you just want to know what bra that was, so you could buy it for your loved ones.
Loved ones. Right.
This one's from the movie about the girl who got raped. I think we should see other people.
No, it has Nick Cage and John Cusack. It's okay.
Oh, well, that's of course.
It has a sex dungeon. She gets raped on the bearskin run.
Wait, yeah. Is there a bearskin run? I mean, that's really the sticking point.
Ew.
Right. It's sticky.
There's so many things wrong with that.
The moist point.
No, making it better.
That's a lot.
Pizza Hut making it great.
So when I was driving to the Subterranean last night, so I took the 290 to Western. I like how you both grab your beers like, here's another one. So the 290 to Western, got off the Western, took a left on it, took a right on North Avenue. You know what, you take a right on North Avenue, the Pizza Hut, they tore it down. The Pizza Hut's gone on North Avenue in Western.
Did you frequent that establishment?
No, when I used
you.
to drive a truck, and I used to go get donations, and then we used to have our bin in the parking lot. So I used to go to Pizza Hut all the time, not in, but I used to see it all the time.
Is the bin still there?
No, but it used to be packed. I was just super surprised.
The bin or the Pizza Hut?
The Pizza Hut.
Oh.
The bin, I think it was the whatever. But
I would be surprised if they like just moved down the street or something.
They might. It was I was just surprised about it. It was just
stuffed crust used to be my favorite thing. Oh
no, I'm the same way. I used to like it. I had it like maybe a year ago, and it's just not the same. It's not the same.
I mean, I couldn't tell you last time I had Pizza Hut pizza.
Let's get it tonight.
Okay, go ahead.
Are they the ones who did the hot dog pizza crust?
Oh, that surprised me.
Yeah, but I think it was just in England. They've done a bunch of crazy, wacky shit like in pizza
Crazy
crust.
Brits.
Last bit of trivia, and this one's actually kind of crazy.
Show your shoes with the pizza crust.
We do our thing, and I look at Chris, and he's just like, guys, can we please just move this fucking thing on?
The longer the episode is, the more I gotta edit.
It's gonna be like,
subscribe.
Credits.
This last bit of trivia is actually interesting and kind of creepy. So John Cusack, who's the serial killer, he plays his character's name, and the real person in real life, his name was Robert Hansen. Mm-hmm. So Robert Hansen's house in the film was the actual property that he lived at during his active killing years.
No! So that was really his rape dungeon?
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel bad for liking it so much.
I told you what pen.
I might say, yeah, you recommend it. Dude, that is... No, like... It must take a lot to be able to do that.
Yeah, right.
A lot. Like, someone must have had some, like...
I wonder if
favors or something.
I wonder if it was still vacant. No, because that's a long time.
No, because like not Ted Bundy, Gacy, his house, people lived in Gacy's house after. Like,
did you see
crazy
that one of Al Capone's houses were up for sale?
Oh no,
it was going for super cheap. It's where his mom still lived, or something like that. No, I'm sorry, it's where his mom died.
Is it in the city or the suburbs?
It's in the city.
Oh wow!
What neighborhood?
I can't remember.
Okay, that might.
It was super. It was super dated.
Yeah.
It was really cool, but yeah, it was super cheap though.
Wow. That means so you lived in Al Capone's mom's house.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I'm like, hi, I'm Al Capone. That's what he said.
It's some cannoli here.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I got syphilis.
I died.
Taxes, one of those.
We get the Chicago humor here. Budget was $19 million. Ooh. Box office, how do you think it did?
Man.
I say, oh, you want to go?
No, go ahead.
15. I don't think it did well.
28.
5.
Yeah.
5 million.
That surprised me.
Terrible.
Yeah, not good. Which, I mean, I kind of like this movie. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man.
But I guess it's not really, it's not a good date movie.
Yeah. It's not a good date movie, not a good family.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen like
sad, lonely
a
man.
lot of like now around this time he just does a lot of movies that just don't
Box office poison!
well no they don't you don't see like I don't remember seeing commercials.
No.
That's
You know what I mean?
We are in the era where we are in the era of I don't remember any of these movies. I don't remember any advertisement.
Right.
And that's it. I feel like John Cusack is kind of on the same trajectory, where he's just doing like these weird straight to DVD, like I need a paycheck movies. So, and I think that's it.
Cool.
Brandan, how do you feel about the beer, which is milkshake in Snow Storm?
Really liked it a lot. I give this a 4.5.
Jesus.
Wow!
Like,
Is that the top beer?
it might be for me, at least, because like it's an IPA, but there's sour notes in it. Like you actually taste the strawberry. It has that like even though it's a milkshake, you don't really have that like milky, like in your throat feeling from it.
Yeah.
Like I did with the previous one. The previous one, it wasn't horrible. I still love that one.
Right.
This one, I don't feel that at all with this one. Like this one is like I would buy this a lot. Like this is be one of my go-tos. Like this is really good. I really like this.
Yeah, like I said, I've had this before. 4.0.
Damn.
Yeah, I really like it. It's really good. Like I said, it changed my opinion.
Yeah.
Huh. I feel like an asshole. I'm gonna be like
1.
I feel like 2.5, like average.
Yeah.
It's
but you're a dark beer guy.
sure.
So.
I feel like there definitely is like fruity notes in it for sure, but there's not enough. Like especially since they say brewed with lactose, I was expecting it to be like
Creamier?
yeah and smoother.
See, that's why I like it, because it isn't. I don't like creamy. Well, I don't want my beer to be creamy.
Yeah.
You know, really. You know, unless if I'm having a stout or something, then I'm expecting. I know what I'm getting into. But I don't want a creamy IPA.
Yeah, I
You know.
can see that.
So.
And then Brandon, top 3 Nicolas Cage movies that we've covered so far.
I would say. Mandy. Firebirds. Mandy, Firebirds. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? Mandy, Firebirds, Con Air.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stick with words. Okay.
Words are
on to
good.
the next.
Mandy, Con Air. Actually, yeah. Yeah, Mandy, Con Air, Wicker Man, still.
Yeah. Okay. Mandy, Vampire's Kiss, Wicker Man.
So I believe it was the same as last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tweet, please.
That's like I really like this movie, but it's again same. It's in the same category as 8mm, where it's good. I enjoyed it. I just don't see myself actively watching it again.
You know, it's funny when you mentioned earlier about how you wouldn't put it on like at a party. I remember I was at I don't remember the people. I don't know who I was with. I was downtown at like this like house party, and I was like on this apartment building, a huge apartment building, and I don't even know if I just knew these people, but we're all getting drunk. And this one guy said, "Hey, I'm gonna put this movie on. Let's watch this movie." And I was like, "Okay, awesome. Let's watch a movie." And it was Requiem. Yeah, for it, yes.
God.
And we all sat and watched it, and this is the first time I've ever seen it. And I'm drunk, and I'm just like, what is going on?
That's like one of the worst movies you can put on it.
Right.
It was like, and then when it was done, everyone just laughed.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Right.
everyone's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go home. Like, everyone was just.
Is there a worse movie than that?
I'm sure there is one.
I love that movie so much, though.
Which way?
At a party?
It'd be terrible.
What?
Martyrs. Martyrs might be one of my favorite horror movies ever.
I've heard some
It's
crazy.
French?
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually one that I'm debating and watching because I've heard some stuff about it and I don't know if I want to watch it.
Watch it.
Yeah?
Please.
Okay.
It's like two entirely different movies in one.
Okay, I'll watch.
Like you have this one plot and then it switches and I fucking love that.
See,
dude.
I'd say like one of my favorite, like if not my favorite, my up there is horror movies. I love them. You know? No,
I love them.
I had a burp from it, so I was like,
walking there.
movies.
No, that guy, Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Worst movies to put on a party. Serbian film.
Yes.
And
Cannibal Holocaust.
yes. Oh, dude. Me and a buddy decided to watch that for the first time, and we had like a frozen pizza.
Oh no!
I'm just like,
Dude, I put like Dead Alive.
Dead Alive.
Yeah.
That's like cheap.
But that's what I'm saying. Like those are the. I put those kind of horror movies on. Because I've actually watched.
They're fun.
So, yeah. But Nick, like
you said it like Jerry Seinfeld. But pull it on the couch.
It's pretty funny because I was like, take a seat right here. I was a Jerry Springer. I don't know. I just heard Jerry. And then I thought of my mom's husband too.
What was what's the movie with the long rape scene? Is that Unbreakable or Unforgiven? No, not Unforgiven. It's a Western.
The Western?
Unbreakable's the World War II movie, so it's not that one.
Oh, so much more.
I mean, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
No, because I think it's a foreign movie also.
Fuck. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna watch? It's on Netflix. It was. It's called The Green Room. It's about.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
Yeah. Actually, and I stopped halfway through.
Oh, it's so disappointing. Patrick Stewart in there?
Yeah.
Punk, like white supremacist. I heard it was a punk band, white supremacist. Like,
yeah.
Man,
maybe I'll give it another try.
I heard really good things about it too.
I gave up like halfway through.
Okay.
Maybe it's good. I don't know.
Yeah. Well.
I think that's everything. We did beer.
Yeah.
We did our top 3. What are the next 2 movies?
Next 2 movies are going to be Joe and Rage. Both one-word titles.
Awesome.
I think Joe is supposedly pretty good. Rage, I don't know.
Oh, cool. Well, there you go. I hope they're like an hour and a half.
A lot of these movies.
I mean, out of all of these that are coming, like for the rest, the only one I've seen is Mom and Dad.
I have to say,
I haven't seen it.
The Knowing that's coming up.
We've seen The Knowing.
No, then it's not The Knowing. It's something else. I really thought it was The Knowing. Maybe it's something. Are you sure? Did we watch The Knowing?
Yeah.
We did. Well, what's the one I'm thinking? It's something that's familiar then. I think it has the same kind of plot. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. There's one coming up that I know I've seen.
The Trust?
I don't know. I'll after.
Is that
this, I'll
actually a
find.
movie? The
Yeah,
Trust?
yeah.
We're not to say, but
Well, I always get Knowing and Next. I always get confused. They're kind of similar. They're both.
maybe it was
Yeah,
the movie I'm thinking
yeah.
about. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Because I know I just.
Yes, Next, starring Bill Goldberg.
You ever see Santa's Sleigh?
Yes, actually, it's not that bad.
I know it.
It's not that bad. And Krampus, I like too.
Oh, there's hope.
I wanted to see it. I just don't remember.
It wasn't bad.
Okay.
It's
Okay, Krampus.
it kind of gave me like an Evil Dead
Really?
kind of feel, almost like in the way it's like kind of like
Nice.
wacky and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Because who's that? That's this director. That's what's his face?
Franklin, the turtle.
All the camera angles like
Johnny Depp.
no, Evil Dead.
Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi. It has a Sam Raimi kind of feel to it.
Nice.
That would be an interesting podcast series. Is movies starring wrestlers?
Oh my god!
Oh man.
That's not a terrible
Some
idea.
of those Hogan movies.
I remember I started watching The Chaperone with Triple H. It was on Netflix.
No.
It's not good.
Love my daughter.
Weirdo.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
for this
I
time.
gotta pee.
Yes, and I do too.
Twinsies.
One toilet, 2 men. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, probably mostly gentlemen, best thing you can do is support us and like us and comment on each specific kind of platform that you can. If you're going to watch us on YouTube, subscribe and like us and comment. If you're going to listen to us, probably listen on YouTube at Podcast Addict and Stitcher and like, comment, and then we'll see you then. I only got 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.